Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Mr. Swain. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of MTStv.
Tired of being the same, and tired of things not changing. It's time for you to get out the way. Don't get stuck in how you feel. Say, Jesus, take the wheel. He knows the road.
Welcome back. We're continuing the Uncommon Dating series. Today, we're going to go straight to the point because I meet so many women that ask me questions about how do I know if this man is the one? What do I do if I'm in a relationship with somebody and this happens or that happens, or he kind of is interested but I don't know? And I just want to help you out today. These are my 5 tips that are going to help you if you are in a dating relationship or you're a single woman that's looking to be in a dating relationship. Maya Angelou said, when people show you who or what they are, believe them. The first thing is believe what you see. You know, it's really easy to kind of get caught up in the idea of being in a relationship, being booed up with somebody, and we can overlook some of the red flags and yellow flags that we see. But here's the truth. When you're in that dating relationship, things are going to come out. When you allow a person to talk long enough, scripture says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Whatever's on the inside is going to come out. That's why it's important to ask the right questions. And ultimately, they're going to share their thoughts about money, about religion, about politics, about sexuality, about spirituality, about sex before marriage, about tithing. But you have to be willing to listen long enough. You know, it's easy to hyper spiritualize or over spiritualize things and say, well, it's not that bad. When you're in a dating relationship with someone and they start showing you who they are, whether good or bad, you want to make sure to write those things down, because when people show you who or what they are, believe them. And that leads us to the second thing. Here is a big tip for women. You are not marrying the man that you want. You're going to marry the man that you're with. I meet an incredible amount of enormously talented, beautiful, gifted, assertive, financially stable women. And unfortunately, they tend to suffer from the Mother Teresa syndrome. And they sometimes ask themselves, what can I do to fix this man up? I know he got all kind of issues, but I believe that I can fix this man up. And here's the primary challenge with that. The person that you're trying to fix up is the person that you're going to marry, not the idea or the desired outcome that you want to have. And you don't want to be in a position where you're trying to fix or repair a man like he's some kind of 9th grade science project. Believing the best for someone doesn't mean that you are oblivious to reality. He may have a lot of great aspirations, a lot of great ideas, a lot of great potential, but he may not be ready to be in a serious, committed relationship. Remember, you are not marrying the person that you want him to be. You're marrying the person that you're actually with. The next thing is huge. Oh my goodness. Listen, if you don't remember nothing else, I want you to remember this one thing. Do not try to change your man. Let me see if I can say that in Spanish. Por favor, no probar cambiar tu hombre. I think that's right. I don't know. Do not try to change your man. That is a no, 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 no. I don't care how many times I've said it. Some women will still try to change their man. I have a friend that's in a relationship with a man and she wants him to be more spiritually assertive. So she tries to leave little trinkets around the house, share scriptures with him, point him towards men and all this other stuff. That's cool if your man is in a position where he wants to change. But let me tell you what ends up happening for a man. When he feels like you're trying to pressure him to do something he does not want to do, he's going to either do one of 2 things. He's going to rebel or he's going to recluse. And neither is good for you or him. Whatever or whomever a man wants to be has to first start with him. I'm not saying that you can't support your man on his journey. I'm just simply saying you can't be the one that's always initiating the journey for him. You may have a man and the direction that you and he sees for himself is great, but it may not be happening in his time. And when he feels pressured, when he feels like he's out of control of his own development, as I said, he's going to either rebel or he's going to recluse. Do not try to change your man. The next thing is very important. Past performance predicts future behavior. I think I'm going to say that again. Past performance predicts future behavior. When was the last time you went to a job and they said, you know what, we don't care what you've done in the past. We're going to hire you based off what you tell me you want to do today. It don't happen like that. You know why? Because you have to bring in a resume. It's the same thing in a relationship. When you're looking for a man, You're not looking for a man that has aspirations of becoming a man or aspirations of becoming a person that's faithful, that doesn't have problems with fidelity or commitment. You want a man that already has experience in those areas. Now, I'm not advocating you judge somebody based off the past, but let me put it to you like this. If you have a person that used to rob and steal, but that happened like 20 years ago, and they haven't done that in 20 years, that's very different from a person who's robbed and stole like 20 minutes ago. Let me tell you a very quick story. I was talking to a friend one time, and they were with this man, and the man was just not doing what he was supposed to be doing, so they broke up. But in about a couple months, he came back. He was like, yo, babe, I've been making some changes, you know what I'm saying? I've been reading these scriptures, and I think we should start, coming together again because I've been making these changes. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're making those changes. Keep making those changes for about another year or so. Let me see some consistency, then we can talk. But the tendency is to believe because he's making these changes within a short time frame that he's magically growing. Growth and development for a man or anybody else for that matter, it's not a microwave process. Don't be confused with seeing some of the fruit. You want to make sure that the root is changed. Because if that person has not made significant change for a consistent amount of time, the chances are he or she is likely to repeat those negative behaviors right now. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that has a blank resume and no relationship experience. Past performance predicts future behavior. And last but certainly not least, keep your eyes on the road, but don't try to drive the car. That'll preach right there. Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road. I'm old-fashioned. I believe that a man should be the lead in a relationship. Emphasis on the term man. If you're with a boy, none of this information pertains to you. The man should be the one that drives the relationship. He's the one that sets the tone of where the relationship was going. He's the one that establishes healthy communication in a relationship. He clearly defines the relationship goals. And the communication is almost like the steering wheel. But sometimes you can be in position where you have a good man, but that brother falls asleep at the wheel. Here's my advice to you. For that person that's with a man asleep at the wheel and the relationship is in like this pending verification phase where he figures things out, it is not your obligation or your responsibility to stay in a relationship with a man while he joyrides and tries to figure out where this thing is going. So don't just simply wait in this pending verification phase like, what am I supposed to do? I just do new. It's okay to ask him these questions. That's why it's important to keep your eyes on the road, but don't try to drive the car. I'm talking about healthy development that shows promise for a sustainable relationship long term. If you find yourself in position with a man that does not want to be in that kind of relationship, it's cool. Let him step off. Sometimes some of the hardest lessons produce some of the biggest blessings. And you rather know on the front end that this relationship is not going to work as opposed to spending year after year after year trying to cultivate and resuscitate something that was never, ever meant to grow. As a recap, ladies, remember, believe what you see. You're not marrying the man that you want. You're marrying the man that you're with. Do not try to change him. Past performance predicts future behavior. Finally, keep your eyes on the road, but don't try to drive the car. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of MTStv. As always, remember, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. Be better tomorrow than you are today, and be better today than you were on yesterday. Peace.
But now's your chance.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.